Good morning student, this is our second lecture on magnetism. So from here onward we will actually start our magnetism. So first we will see, all of you had seen that magnet, आप सभी ने मैग्नेट को देखा होगा. तो आज के लेक्चर में हम देखेंगे मैग्नेटिक पोल स्ट्रेंथ क्या है, मैग्नेटिक लेंथ का मीनिंग क्या है, मैग्नेटिक डायपोल किसे कहते हैं, मैग्नेटिक डायपोल मोमेंट इसकी डेफिनेशन क्या है, एसआई यूनिट ऑफ पोल स्ट्रेंथ क्या है, एसआई यूनिट ऑफ मैग्नेटिक डायपोल मोमेंट क्या है, मैग्नेट का एक्सिस किसे कहेंगे, मैग्नेटिक इक्वेटर क्या है, इक्वेटोरियल प्लेन क्या है, इक्वेटोरियल सर्कल क्या है, मैग्नेटिक लेंथ इन टर्म्स ऑफ ज्योमेट्रिक लेंथ हम कैसा रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, ये सारी चीजें हमको इस लेक्चर में देखनी है. तो देखिए इधर एक मैग्नेट है, वी आर हैविंग ए मैग्नेट. एवरी मैग्नेट हैज टू पोल. Can you see here? This is a north pole and this is a south pole. Now, as far as these north and south poles are concerned, they are not actually formed at the two faces. ये दो पोल उस मैग्नेट के बाहरी फेस पे तैयार नहीं होते. They are lying somewhere inside. वे थोड़ा सा अंदर की ओर होते हैं. Now, the pole strength of north pole, it is plus qm. Pole strength of north pole क्या है, plus q suffix m, like this. While the pole strength of south pole is what, minus qm. हर मैग्नेट को दो पोल होती है बेटा. नॉर्थ पोल का पोल स्ट्रेंथ प्लस qm और साउथ पोल का पोल स्ट्रेंथ हम कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, माइनस qm. Every magnet, because they are having two poles which are equal in magnitude, but their pole strength is what, opposite. Hence, every magnet forms a magnetic dipole. Every magnet forms a magnetic dipole. Now see here, north pole and south pole, the line joining north pole and south pole, the distance of separation between north pole and south pole inside the magnet is called magnetic length. Is called what, magnetic length. तो हम मैग्नेटिक लेंथ कैसे डिफाइन करेंगे, मैग्नेटिक लेंथ 2L and it is a vector quantity. It is what, a vector quantity. So magnetic length 2L bar, it is actually what, distance of separation between the north and south pole inside the magnet. It is what, distance between north and south pole inside the magnet. North and south pole inside the magnet is called magnetic length in magnitude. But what is the direction of magnetic length? See here, I have shown a line, arrow, which starts from south pole and it will come to end on what, north pole. So magnetic length is a vector which is directed from south pole towards the north pole. तो भैया अगर मैग्नेटिक लेंथ पूछा जाए तो क्या कहेंगे आप, मैग्नेटिक लेंथ इज व्हाट, डिस्टेंस ऑफ सेपरेशन बिटवीन द टू पोल्स इनसाइड द मैग्नेट. इनसाइड द मैग्नेट. अब हमें डिफाइन करना है या हमें बोलना है कि यह मैग्नेट, इन ए मैग्नेट, बिकॉज वी आर हैविंग नॉर्थ एंड साउथ पोल, देयर पोल स्ट्रेंथ they are equal, magnitude is same, but they are opposite in pole strength. Pole strength of north pole is plus qm, south pole is what, minus qm, and whenever we are having two equal and opposite pole strength, they are forming a magnetic dipole. Just like in case of electric dipole, when the two charges which are equal in magnitude but opposite in polarity and separated by a finite distance 2l, they are forming an electric dipole. And the electric dipole moment vector P is equal to Q into 2L bar. देखिए analogy, see here, In case of, already you had studied, in case of electric dipole where the two charges which are equal in magnitude but opposite in polarity separated by a finite distance to L. Here the distance of separation between the two charges, it is pointing from negative charge towards the positive charge, means 2L bar, it is a vector. So electric dipole moment, it is a magnitude of, it is a product of magnitude of one of the charge, positive or negative. Its magnitude is positive multiplied by the distance between the two charges, which is a vector quantity pointing from negative charge towards the positive charge. So electric dipole moment, direction of electric dipole moment is same as that of what? Direction of what? That electric length. Electric length. So in case of magnet, here we will want to define magnetic dipole moment. Magnetic dipole moment. What is magnetic dipole moment? Just like in case of electric dipole moment, electric dipole moment is what? Product of magnitude of one of the charge and the distance of separation between what? The two charges. Electric dipole moment, which is a vector quantity and is denoted by small m with arrow over its head, it means it will represent magnetic dipole moment, and it is defined as the product of, it is defined as what? Product of magnitude of one of the pole strength, magnitude of plus qm or magnitude of minus qm, it is qm, product of pole strength and that of magnetic length, pole strength and that of what? Magnetic length. We know magnetic length is a vector directed from what? South pole towards the north pole. So magnetic dipole moment of bar magnet, magnetic dipole moment of bar magnet, it is defined as the product of magnitude of, product of what? Magnitude. When I write this qm within the two vertical parallel lines, it means it is magnitude of pole strength and the magnetic length. And because that magnetic length is a vector pointing from south pole towards the north pole inside the magnet, therefore magnetic dipole moment, it has a direction from what? South to north within the bar magnet and from north onward outside the magnet. So remember one thing, अगर आपको पूछा जाए मैग्नेटिक डायपोल मोमेंट किसे कहते हैं, ये दो चीजों का गुणाकार है, एक तो मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ मैग्नेटिक पोल स्ट्रेंथ और किसका? मैग्नेटिक लेंथ. Product of magnitude of pole strength and magnetic length is called magnetic dipole moment. It is called what? Magnetic dipole moment. अगर आपको याद है magnetic dipole moment, it can also be defined as, suppose we are having a coil which carries current. Let n is the number of turns in a coil. A is the area of cross section of each turn of a coil and I is the current flowing through it. Then this current carrying coil behaves like a magnetic dipole with formation of north pole at one end and south pole at other end. Hence, it behaves like a magnetic dipole moment and that magnetic dipole moment is given by formula m is equal to NIA. N is a number, no unit. Current has a unit of ampere and area has SI unit of what? Meter square. So what we can say? That magnetic dipole moment. What is the SI unit of magnetic dipole moment? SI unit of magnetic dipole moment is what? Ampere meter square. SI unit of magnetic dipole moment is ampere meter square, and since magnetic dipole moment, it is pole strength multiplied by 2L. Therefore, pole strength is equal to magnetic dipole moment divided by 2L, and SI unit is ampere meter square, length is unit of meter. So what you can say, ampere meter is the SI unit of pole strength. Ampere meter is the SI unit of pole strength. क्या देखा हमने? What we had seen? Magnetic dipole moment, it is a product of magnitude of one of the pole strength. Product of magnitude of what? Either of the pole strength and the magnetic length. Its SI unit is ampere meter square because M is equal to NIA, and here you will get SI unit of magnetic dipole moment is ampere meter square. And hence from that SI unit of pole strength is found to be equal to what? Ampere meter. Ampere meter. Now the basic thing regarding what is axis, what is equator, equatorial plane and so on. See here. Here I have shown a line joining the two poles of magnet. Here I can draw a line. See here, that line is passing through what? Both the poles of magnet. So we are having one and only one such line which passes through both the poles of magnet. That line passing through both the north and south pole of a given magnet is called axis of that magnet. How you can define the axis of magnet? It is a line joining, or the line which passes through both the poles of magnet is called axis of magnet. Then how you can define the equator? A line, remember carefully, a line which passes through center of the magnet and which is what? Perpendicular to the axis of magnet. A line passing through center of the magnet and which is perpendicular to the axis of the magnet is called equator. Is called equator. मैग्नेट को एक ही इक्वेटर होगा क्या? नहीं. सी हियर, अगर मैंने कहा यह मैग्नेट है, so equator will be any line which is lying in this plane. Look at this. Equator is what? Any line which is lying in this plane. Means you can draw so many such lines. So this is a plane which contains all the equators of a magnet. Every magnet can have large number of equators. सभी मैग्नेट को बहुत सारे इक्वेटर हो सकते हैं. इक्वेटर की परिभाषा क्या है? ये वो ऐसी लाइन है जो मैग्नेट के सेंटर से पास होगी, लेकिन उसके एक्सिस को हमेशा क्या रहेगी? 90 डिग्री पर रहेगी. So every magnet has large number of equators, and a plane which contains all the equators is called equatorial plane. ऐसा प्लेन जिसमें किसी दिए हुए मैग्नेट के सारे इक्वेटर रहते हैं, उस प्लेन को क्या बोला जाएगा? इक्वेटोरियल प्लेन. ए प्लेन विच कंटेन्स ऑल द इक्वेटर्स ऑफ ए मैग्नेट इज कॉल्ड इक्वेटोरियल प्लेन. अब फिर से हम व्याख्या देखेंगे. See here, I had drawn a dotted circle over here. ये dotted circle क्या रिप्रेजेंट करता है? If I just measure these distances, the locus of all the point in the equatorial plane, here it is what? The locus of all the point in the equatorial plane which are equidistant from the center O of a magnet. The locus of all the points in the equatorial plane which are equidistant from the center of the magnet is called equatorial circle. Equatorial circle किसे कहेंगे बेटा? ये ऐसे सारे बिंदुओं का समुच्चय जो उस मैग्नेट के सेंटर से समान दूरी पर है. The locus, locus है ना समुच्चय. The locus of all the points of the medium, or the locus of all the points in the equatorial plane of a magnet which are equidistant from the center of the magnet, it is called equatorial circle. हम हमेशा कहते हैं बेटा ये अर्थ की क्या है? इक्वेटर कहते हैं अर्थ का इक्वेटर. क्यों? Because earth behaves like a magnet with formation of magnetic south in geographical north and magnetic north in geographical south pole. So magnetic lines of forces, they start from north pole, they will come to end on south pole. अगर हमने ये मैग्नेट को, अर्थ को, if I cut that earth into what? Into two equal parts with the help of plane, means all the equators, they are lying in that plane. So here we are having a plane which consists of all the equators. यहां हमने क्या कहा था? That plane which contains all the equators of magnet is called equatorial plane. Here it is equatorial plane, and all the points which are lying in the equatorial plane and which are equidistant from the center, it is called equatorial circle. So all the points which are lying on the circumference of this circle, they are the points which are equidistant from what? Center of the earth, which behaves like a magnet. So that's why it is known as equator or equatorial circle. Equator or equatorial circle. अब बेटा देखिए इसमें एक फर्क है. मैग्नेटिक लेंथ 2L, किसे कहेंगे मैग्नेटिक लेंथ? इट इज एक्चुअली द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द टू पोल्स इनसाइड द मैग्नेट. ये नॉर्थ पोल है, ये साउथ पोल है, दोनों के बीच का डिस्टेंस कितना हो गया? 2L. बट ज्योमेट्रिक लेंथ मीन्स जो लेंथ हम स्केल से गिनेंगे, डिस्टेंस ऑफ सेपरेशन बिटवीन द टू अपोजिट फेसेस ऑफ ए मैग्नेट इज कॉल्ड ज्योमेट्रिक लेंथ. डिस्टेंस ऑफ सेपरेशन बिटवीन व्हाट? द टू अपोजिट फेसेस ऑफ मैग्नेट is called geometric length. Naturally, geometric length is somewhat greater than the magnetic length. So, how the magnetic length and geometric length they are related? They are related by the relation that magnetic length is always equal to 5/6 times geometric length. 5/6 less than 1. It means magnetic length is slightly less than that of geometric length. By what amount? By an amount 5/6. So what is the relationship between magnetic length and geometric length? Magnetic length is always equal to 5/6 times that of a geometric length. Now let us have a quick look at what is the magnetic field due to a short bar magnet either at an axial point or at an equatorial point. Already you had seen this in your lower classes, but let us just revise it. आपने 9th या 10th क्लास में पढ़ा होगा कि एक्सियल और इक्वेटोरियल पॉइंट पे स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड क्या होती है, उसका फॉर्मूला क्या है, ये आप जानते हैं. सो टुडे लेट अस सी हियर वी आर हैविंग ए शॉर्ट बार मैग्नेट ऑफ मैग्नेटिक लेंथ 2L, पोल स्ट्रेंथ प्लस QM एट नॉर्थ पोल, and the pole strength at south pole is minus QM. Let P is any point along the axis of short bar magnet at a distance small r from the center O of the dipole. Now we want to find out, हमें क्या निकालना है? What is the strength of magnetic field at any point P along the axis? मुझे निकालना है B की कीमत क्या होगी ऐसे किसी भी पॉइंट पे जो उस मैग्नेट के एक्सिस पे होगा. यू नो वेरी वेल दैट द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एट पॉइंट P ड्यू टू नॉर्थ पोल ऑफ पोल स्ट्रेंथ प्लस QM, दैट B1 is proportional to pole strength and it is inversely proportional to what? Square of distance of that point from the north pole. देखो इधर, distance of P from center is R and distance between O and north pole, center and north pole is what? L. So what is this distance LP? R minus of L. So magnetic field at point P due to north pole of pole strength what? Plus QM. It is B1 equal to, here this constant of proportionality, mu 0 upon 4 pi into pole strength of north pole is qm upon square of distance between point P and that of north pole, it is r minus l whole square. Equation number 1. Remember, the direction of magnetic field B1, it is always away from the north pole, whether point is on axis or whether point is on equator. दो चीजें आपको याद रखनी होगी. जब भी हम किसी पॉइंट पे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ड्यू टू नॉर्थ पोल निकालेंगे, वो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड नॉर्थ पोल के पोल स्ट्रेंथ को डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होगा और वो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड उस पॉइंट से नॉर्थ पोल के डिस्टेंस का जो स्क्वायर होगा उसको इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल होगा. The strength of magnetic field at any point due to north pole is directly proportional to what? Pole strength of north pole and inversely proportional to square of distance of that point from the north pole, like this. And what is the direction of B1? Directed away, north pole, positive charge. Pole strength is what? Plus qm. So B1 is always directed away, which I had shown here. Similarly, magnetic field at the same point P due to south pole of pole strength minus qm. And what is the distance of south pole from the point P? Naturally it is r plus l. So B2 must be equal to mu 0 divided by 4 pi into what? Minus qm divided by r plus l whole square. This is equation number 2. देखो दोनों में क्या समानता है. Magnetic field at any point along the axis, it is directly proportional to what? Pole strength. जब भी हमें मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एट एनी पॉइंट आइदर ड्यू टू नॉर्थ पोल और ड्यू टू साउथ पोल कैलकुलेट करना होगा, वहां मैग्नेटिक फील्ड किससे प्रोपोर्शनल होगा? इट इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू व्हाट? पोल स्ट्रेंथ, आइदर ऑफ नॉर्थ पोल और ऑफ साउथ पोल. और दूसरा, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एट दैट पॉइंट, उस पॉइंट का मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इट इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू स्क्वायर ऑफ डिस्टेंस ऑफ दैट पॉइंट फ्रॉम दैट पोल. तो ये B1, B2 एंड एज फार एज दिस B2 इज कंसर्न, it is the magnetic field due to south pole and its direction is towards the south pole. North pole का क्या है? Away from north pole. South pole क्या है? Towards the south pole. And remember here, both these magnetic field they are lying along the same axis, but they are what? Opposite in direction. इसका मतलब हमारे पास दो वेक्टर्स है, दोनों वेक्टर्स के डायरेक्शन कैसे है? अपोजिट. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? दोनों वेक्टर्स एक दूसरे के निगेटिव वेक्टर्स है. एंड वी नो वेरी वेल, व्हेन द टू वेक्टर्स आर निगेटिव वेक्टर्स, देन द resultant vector B axis. So the resultant magnetic field at any point along the axis, it is actually vector sum of magnetic field due to north pole and that of a south pole, that is B1 plus B2. So that is equal to, अब हम लिखेंगे mu 0 divided by 4 pi qm divided by what? r minus l whole square. Now see here, in B2 we are having minus qm, so automatically here minus of mu 0 divided by 4 pi qm divided by, here distance is r plus l whole square. Now you can take mu 0 divided by 4 pi and qm as common. So in bracket we are having 1 upon r minus l whole square minus 1 upon r plus l whole square. अब हमें सिर्फ ये ब्रैकेट सिंप्लीफाई करना है. एंड रिमेंबर वन थिंग, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ड्यू टू शॉर्ट बार मैग्नेट. शॉर्ट बार मैग्नेट का मतलब क्या हुआ? ये जो डिस्टेंस r है, this distance r is very greater than that of length l. So हम इसे सिंप्लीफाई करते हैं. देखो, mu 0 divided by 4 pi into qm. Now in bracket, here r minus l whole square, r plus l whole square. If I take the LCM, this LCM will be r square minus l square whole square. And in the numerator, it is r plus l whole square minus of r minus l whole square. You simplify it. So on simplifying it, it becomes mu 0 divided by 4 pi qm in bracket. See here, r plus L whole square minus r minus L whole square. If I take r plus L as a, r minus L as b, a square minus b square means it is a plus b into a minus b. So a plus b, r plus L plus r minus L, a minus b. So r plus L minus r minus of minus, it is plus L, and whole divided by r square minus L square whole square. Plus L minus L get cancelled, plus r minus r get cancelled. So here it is 2r and here it is what? 2l. So this is mu 0 upon 4 pi qm into 2r into what? 2l, and divided by, see here, r square minus L square whole square. R is very greater than L. Naturally r square is what? Very greater than L square. Means r square minus L square, you can take it granted as r square. So here in the denominator you will have r square whole square, r square whole square means r raised to 4. So 1 r get cancelled here, and the resultant magnetic field at any point along the axis is equal to, B axis is equal to mu 0 divided by 4 pi qm into 2l, qm into 2l, and here one more 2 is left, so I can take that 2 divided by r raised to 4, and here r get cancelled, and here we are left with what? R cube. So B axis magnetic field due to short bar magnet at any point along its axis, B axis is equal to mu 0 divided by 4 pi, and you know very well pole strength multiplied by magnetic length. What is this pole strength multiplied by magnetic length? It is equal to magnetic dipole moment. So mu 0 upon 4 pi vector m, and this 2 will be as it is, 2m divided by what? R cube. So this is our final expression for magnetic field at any point along the axis of a short bar magnet. In your textbook, it was suggested that instead of deriving this expression by analogy, because already you had studied that topic of electrostatics, and in the topic of electrostatic, you know very well that electric dipole moment will produces an electric field, and the intensity of electric field at any point along the axis of electric dipole, it is given as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into 2p divided by r cube. And look at these two expressions. This is our expression number 1, and this is expression number 1, and this is expression number 2. So it is suggested to you that instead of deriving this expression by analogy, you must study that the role played by electric dipole moment will be same as that of role played by magnetic dipole moment. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, this quantity in electrostatic is analogous to quantity what? Mu 0 upon 4 pi in magnetism, r cube. So look at this, anywhere in electrostatic, wherever there occurs 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, replace that constant of proportionality by what? Mu 0 upon 4 pi. Electric dipole moment is replaced by what? Magnetic dipole moment. Distance remains same, that numbers remain same. So by analogy, the electric field, intensity of electric field at any point along the axis of what? Electric dipole moment, as it is given by this expression. Hence you remember that magnetic field, strength of magnetic field at any point along the axis of short bar magnet, it is given as mu 0 upon 4 pi 2m divided by what? R cube. Similarly, suppose we are having a bar magnet of pole strength plus qm at north pole minus qm at south pole. Let 2l is the magnetic length. Vector m is equal to what? Q into qm into 2l, it is the magnetic dipole moment. And let us consider this is an equatorial line, and P is any point on the equator. P is any point on the equator. एज यू नो, जैसा कि आप जानते हैं, व्हाट इज द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन सेंटर एंड नॉर्थ पोल, सेंटर एंड साउथ पोल? एल. Center of bar magnet is at a distance L from north pole as well as from south pole. Let P is any point on the equator. At what distance? Let R is the distance at which that point P is situated on the equatorial line. Then, because this is a right angle triangle, according to Pythagoras theorem, this will represent under root of R square plus L square. In right angle triangle, what? PON, side NP is equal to under root of R square plus L square. Side SP is also equal to under root of R square plus of what? L square. See here. What is the magnetic field at point P due to North Pole? Magnetic field at point P due to North Pole is B1 equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi plus Qm divided by, what is that distance? NP. That point P is at a distance of under root of R square plus L square, square root of R square plus L square. So Qm divided by NP square, or it is equal to mu 0 divided by 4 pi into Qm divided by R square plus L square. See here, NP square equal to R square plus L square. Similarly, and as already I told you that magnetic field at any point due to North Pole is directed away. Here, magnetic field B1 due to North Pole, it is directed away. PQ, it represents B1 directed away from North Pole. Similarly, magnetic field at point P due to South Pole, it is given by mu 0 upon 4 pi. What is the pole strength of South Pole? Minus Qm. And what is the distance of that point P from South Pole? It is R square plus L square, its square root. So square of that distance means R square plus L square. Now look at this. B1 and B2, they are equal in magnitude but opposite in polarity. So here you remember mod of B1 is equal to mod of B2. So B2 is directed along this direction because magnetic field due to South Pole, it is always directed towards the South Pole. Magnetic field at any point P along the equator, it is directed towards South Pole. So we are having two magnetic fields at point P. One is B1 along PQ, other is B2 which is along what? P2. So how to add two vector? Just complete the parallelogram PQRT and the diagonal PR will give you the resultant of these two components. So for that purpose, we will resolve vector B1 and vector B2 into two rectangular components. See here, if theta is angle between line joining North Pole and point P with the axis of a bar magnet, then this angle is also what? Theta. Now resolve this B1 into two components. The component which makes an angle theta, it is what? B1 cos theta, and this component which is vertically upward, it must be B1 sin theta. Similarly, you resolve that another vector B2 PT along PT, it is resolved into two components. The component pointing downward, it is B2 sin theta, and the component along the diagonal of a parallelogram, it is what? B2 cos theta. Because here mod of B1 equal to mod of B2, therefore B1 sin theta and B2 sin theta, they are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction, hence they will cancel the effect of each other. So the resultant magnetic field at any point along the equator is B equal to mod of B1 cos theta plus B2 cos of theta. Because B1 equal to B2, so therefore we can write 2B1 cos of theta, or it is equal to 2 into, what is B1? Mu 0 divided by 4 pi Qm divided by under root of, not under root, it is R square plus L square. Now into cos theta is there. See here, in a right angle triangle PON, what is cos theta? It is adjacent side OM divided by hypotenuse, that is NP. Adjacent side OL, it is L, upon hypotenuse is what? Under root of R square plus L square. And put that value of cos theta over here. So this becomes L divided by under root of R square plus L square. So this is equal to, now see, 2qm and that of L. Qm into 2L will give you what? Magnetic dipole moment. So mu 0 upon 4 pi into what? Mu 0 upon 4 pi into 2qml. I will replace it by magnetic dipole moment, because magnetic dipole moment vector m is equal to qm multiplied by 2l bar. So m bar divided by, see here, r square plus l square raised to 1, and this is raised to 1 by 2. 1 and 1 by 2 numbers are in multiplication. So this becomes r square plus l square raised to what? 3 by 2. So this is the magnetic field along the equator of short bar magnet. Strength of magnetic field at any point along the equator of short bar magnet, it is given by mu 0 upon 4 pi m upon r square plus l square. यहाँ एक बात देखो, see what is the difference between b axis and b equator. B axis is pointing away. See here, b1 is greater than b2, so b axis is pointing what? Away. The direction of magnetic field along the axial point will be same as that of what? Direction of magnetic dipole moment. Whereas, since the direction of magnetic dipole moment is towards right, while that of resultant magnetic field towards what? Left, B equatorial. This arrow will give you what? The direction of resultant magnetic field at any point along the equator. So dipole moment is pointing towards right, field at any point along the equator is pointing towards left, means they are what? Opposite in direction. So always B equatorial is what? It is taken with a negative sign, because this B equatorial and magnetic dipole moment, they are what? Opposite in direction. Again, in magnitude you can say mu 0 upon 4 pi 2m upon r cube. Here only m upon, see here, for short bar magnet, r square is very greater than that of what? R square is very greater than L square. Means r square plus L square raised to 3 by 2. Here it becomes r square raised to 3 by 2. These two get cancelled. So this is r cube. So therefore B equatorial is equal to minus mu 0 divided by 4 pi vector m divided by what? R cube. Now you can compare B axis and B equator, and here you can say field along the axis of bar magnet is always 2 times the strength of magnetic field along its equator. Strength of magnetic field along its equator. So by analogy also, because in your textbook it is not expected that you should derive these derivation, but it's a matter of interest, because you were preparing for either CET or NEET or JEE. Even though these derivations may or may not be there in your school syllabus, but you must remember how to find out the magnetic field along axial or along the equatorial point. So it is expected that as far as electric dipole moment is concerned, in electrostatic, where you had considered the electric dipole and you had obtained the expression for electric dipole at any point P, which is at a distance of r, either from positive charge or from what? Negative charge. And what that expression is found to be? Vector E is equal to electric dipole, intensity of electric field at any point along the equator. E represent strength of electric field. At any point along its equator, it is found to be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 vector P divided by r cube, where P represent electric dipole. And see here, you can now compare these two expression, or just by knowing this expression you can directly find out B equator is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi vector M divided by what? R cube. Vector M divided by R cube. So in short, if you remember the expression for electric intensity due to electric dipole at any point along the axis or at any point along the equator, from that by analogy you can find the expression for magnetic field due to short bar magnet either along the axial point or along the equatorial point. Now we will see one of the most important derivation, magnetic field due to a bar magnet at an arbitrary point. बच्चों हम लोगों ने देखा, अगर वो पॉइंट मैग्नेट के एक्सिस पे, व्हाट इज मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एट एनी पॉइंट अलोंग द एक्सिस, बी एक्सिस इज इक्वल टू म्यू 0 डिवाइडेड बाय 4 पाई ट्वाइस एम बार अपॉन आर क्यूब. ये मैग्नेटिक फील्ड अलोंग द एक्सिस ड्यू टू शॉर्ट बार मैग्नेट. सिमिलरली, what is the magnetic field at any point due to short bar magnet along the equator? It is mu 0 divided by 4 pi dipole moment m bar divided by r cube. आप लोगों को ये दोनों फॉर्मूले याद है. अब हम पढ़ेंगे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एट एनी आर्बिट्री पॉइंट. जरूरी नहीं है वो पॉइंट एक्सिस पे हो या इक्वेटर पे हो, वो कहीं भी हो सकता है. एनी आर्बिट्री पॉइंट, that point may be anywhere, not necessary either on axis or on equator. जरूरी नहीं है. So let us consider P is any arbitrary point. Arbitrary यानी that point is in the region of magnetic field produced by a short bar magnet. So we are having a short bar magnet. Pole strength at north pole plus qm, pole strength at south pole minus qm. L is the length of south pole. From the center, L is the length of north pole. From the center to L is magnetic length. Magnetic dipole moment of bar magnet m bar is equal to what? It is the pole strength multiplied by what? Magnetic length. Let P is any point in the magnetic field produced by this short bar magnet such that point P is lying at a distance r from the center O of the dipole. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? That position vector r is nothing but arrow OP. Vector r, OP will represent what? The position vector r. See here, the magnetic dipole moment vector m, which is equal to what? Qm into 2L bar. That dipole moment is always directed from south towards north. So dipole moment here I will represent it by means of an arrow. Any vector can be resolved into two components. हम किसी भी वेक्टर को दो रेक्टेंगुलर कंपोनेंट में रिजॉल्व कर सकते हैं. हमने सीखा कि अगर मेरे पास कोई वेक्टर a है तो उस वेक्टर a को मैं x कंपोनेंट और y कंपोनेंट में रिजॉल्व कर सकता हूं. हमने देखा वेक्टर ax इज इक्वल टू a cos थीटा और उसका y कंपोनेंट वेक्टर ay इज इक्वल टू क्या होता है? a sin थीटा. बराबर है. दैट कंपोनेंट which makes an angle theta with given vector, it is a cos theta. So here I can resolve magnetic dipole moment into two components. One of the component is along the position vector r and other component it must be perpendicular to the position vector r. The component which is along the position vector r, naturally it must be m cos theta because it makes an angle theta with the dipole moment. क्या बोल रहा हूं बेटे मैं, ध्यान में आ रहा है? मैग्नेटिक डायपोल मोमेंट वेक्टर m, इसको हम दो कंपोनेंट में रिजॉल्व करेंगे. दोनों कंपोनेंट कैसे? रेक्टेंगुलर कंपोनेंट है. They are perpendicular to each other. One of the component which is along vector r, component along the position vector r It is what? M cos theta. Why? Because that component is making an angle theta with vector M. Component which makes an angle theta with given vector, it is A cos theta. So M cos theta is that component of dipole moment which is along the position vector R. While the second vector, it is what? It is perpendicular to position vector R and it is M sin theta. It is what? M sin theta. Now look at this figure carefully. For the magnetic dipole moment, M cos theta, for the dipole moment M cos theta, this is M cos theta. Point P is along its axis, or P is an axial point. P is what? P is an axial point. Whereas for the dipole moment M sin theta, P is what? Equatorial point. Look at this. P is what? Equatorial point. So for the dipole moment point, as far as dipole moment M sin theta is concerned, for the dipole moment M sin theta, point P is what? P is equatorial point. P is what? Equatorial point. Now we know how to find the magnetic field at any point if that point is along the axis or if that point is along the equator. Already we know this formula. So because P is axial point for the dipole moment M cos theta. So what is the magnetic field at point P due to the dipole moment M cos theta? See here. B axial is equal to magnetic field at point P due to the dipole moment M cos theta, for which point P is an axial point, is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi into 2. Now here dipole moment, in general it is M, here it is what? M cos theta. So I will take it as what? 2 into M cos theta upon R cube. Distance is R cube. Similarly, point P is an equatorial point for the dipole moment M sin theta, and we know B equatorial is equal to mu 0 divided by 4 pi into dipole moment. What is dipole moment here? It is M sin theta upon R cube, because again that point P is at a distance R from the center O. So at point P, due to the dipole moment M cos theta, we are having B axial point which is directed away. For axial point, magnetic field is directed away. And at point P, due to the dipole moment M sin theta, we are having B equatorial. But remember here, the direction of dipole moment M sin theta and the direction of what? B equatorial, they are opposite. So at point P, we are having two magnetic field. So how to find out the resultant magnetic field? According to parallelogram law of vector addition, these are the two vectors representing the two adjacent sides of parallelogram. So their resultant is given by diagonal. According to formula, the magnitude of resultant vector B is equal to under root of B1 square plus B2 square plus 2B1 B2 cos of theta. Now here what is angle theta? See here, B axis, B equator, angle between them is 90. And what is cos of 90? Cos 90 is equal to 0, means this term it becomes equal to 0 and leaving behind only under root of B1 square plus that of what? B2 square, which is equal to under root of, now see here, B1 square means here it is B axial square, B axis, first vector is B axis plus second vector is what? B equator, and their square should be there. No vector sign, B axis square plus B equator square. Now B axis square, see here what I can take common, mu 0 upon 4 pi R cube, mu 0 upon 4 pi R cube M. that can be taken outside that square root because we have to take square. So it is mu 0 upon 4 pi m divided by r cube taken outside. So what is left inside? Inside it is 2 cos theta whole square plus sin theta whole square is left inside the bracket, or it is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi m divided by r cube under root of, now what is 2 cos theta whole square, 4 cos square theta plus of sin square theta, or that is equal to mu 0 upon resultant magnetic field at any arbitrary point, mu 0 upon 4 pi into m divided by r cube. Now that term inside the bracket, 4 cos square, I can write it as 3 cos square theta plus cos square theta plus sin square theta as it is. Now you know cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. Therefore, the resultant magnetic field at any point, at any arbitrary point due to short bar magnet is B bar equal to mu 0 divided by 4 pi vector m divided by r cube under root of 3 cos square theta plus of 1. So this is our final expression which gives magnetic. Now this is an expression for magnetic field at any arbitrary point due to a short bar magnet. This gives the magnitude of magnetic field at any point, any arbitrary point due to a short bar magnet. Now look at this. If I say that alpha represents the angle made by the resultant magnetic field B at any arbitrary point P due to a short bar magnet, what alpha is? Angle made by resultant magnetic field with the position vector r. Then as per this PQRS, what is PQRS? It is a parallelogram. In a parallelogram PQRS, here this angle is 90 degree. And what is tan of alpha equal to? Tan alpha equal to opposite side, that is QR, divided by adjacent side, that is PQ. See here, PQ is B axis. But what about QR? Length of QR equal to length of PS, means this QR is equal to what? B equatorial. So B equatorial upon B axis. Now we are having the formula for B equatorial as well as B axis. Look at this. When I take the ratio of B equatorial to B axis, what is there in B equatorial? Mu 0 upon 4 pi m upon r cube. Here also mu 0 upon 4 pi m upon r cube. So only 2 cos theta is different. Here only sin theta is different. Rest of the terms are same. So when I take the ratio of B equatorial to that of B axis, what I will get? In the numerator only sin theta upon, in the denominator B axis 2 cos theta. So sin theta upon 2 cos theta, so 1 by 2 is as it is. Sin theta upon cos theta, it is tan theta. So tan alpha is equal to half of tan theta, or that angle made by resultant magnetic field with position vector, it is equal to tan inverse of 1 by 2 tan theta. And in the examination, if there comes a question, what is the angle made by magnetic dipole moment with the direction of resultant magnetic field? Then it is what? Theta plus alpha. So theta plus alpha, it will gives you the angle made by magnetic dipole moment with the direction of what? Resultant magnetic field. With the direction of what? Resultant magnetic field.